The Cognitech Tri-Suite software package includes Cognitech Video Investigator, Cognitech Video Active, and Cognitech AutoMeasure. AutoMeasure is Cognitech's comprehensive image processing platform for accurately measuring objects or people. One of AutoMeasure's newest functions, 3DRAMA Panorama Measure, will be covered in this interactive tutorial. Welcome to the Cognitech AutoMeasure 3DRAMA Panorama Measure tutorial. Cognitech AutoMeasure is a tool for measuring people, objects, accidents, and crime scenes in images, provided that you can return to the scene to take additional photos and to take remaining object measurements. Only a single linear measurement is required when using 3DRAMA Panorama Measure. This interactive tutorial will focus on helping you get started with AutoMeasure 3DRAMA Panorama Measure projects. Beginning a 3DRAMA Panorama Measure project in Cognitech AutoMeasure will always start with the Project Wizard. Click the Project Wizard icon now to open the Project Wizard. All projects in AutoMeasure start with the Project Wizard. This is the Project Wizard. To start the 3DRAMA Panorama Measure project, select 3DRAMA Panorama Measure. 3DRAMA Panorama Measure is a method that allows you to perform measurements in panoramas. Click Finish to open the 3DRAMA Panorama Measure project. Measurements can be performed as soon as you have two panoramas of the same scene. No manually measured 3D points are required for this method. Only a single scale measurement has to be performed, where the distance between any two visible points is measured. Cognitech AutoMeasure 3DRAMA Panorama Measure is the innovative extension of the classical photogrammetric methods to measure within 360-degree panoramic images. Click the Load Images step from the Steps pane to load the panorama images. Click the Load Images step from the Steps pane to load the panorama images. The next step in any Cognitech AutoMeasure project is always shown in the Steps pane. Click the next step in the Steps pane to move on. This step provides information about how to click points. Click OK to start clicking points. Images must be loaded in the display workspace to work with them. Double-click to open the first panorama. Here is the first panorama. Notice this panorama was produced by stitching three fisheye images together. Click Continue to move on. Double-click the second panorama thumbnail to open it. Click Continue to zoom in on the two panoramas. Corresponding points must be placed between the two panoramas with the Add Point tool and Move Point tool. Click the Add Point tool from the Tools pane. Place a point at the line intersection specified. Select the Move Point tool from the Tools pane. Using the Move Point tool, drag this point to the corresponding point on the second panorama. Multiple corresponding points must be placed between panoramas in order to proceed. In order to save time, we've placed several corresponding points between the two panoramas. Click the next step in the Steps pane to move on. Some steps in the Steps pane provide the user with instructions. Click OK to continue. A single scale measurement is needed for the scene. The Set Scale tool is found in the Measure tab. Click on the Measure tab. The scale measurement was measured at 54.6 inches. Enter 54.6 into the Scale Value field and click Set Value. Select the Scale tool to place the scale measurements. Here we zoomed in where we measured the height of this pole. Select the first point of the scale measurement, point 10. Select the second point of the scale measurement, point 9. Click the next step in the Steps pane to compute the 3D. Open the Tables menu. Open the Point table to verify the accuracy of your points. Here you can see that all points are green and do not need to be corrected. Click OK. Click the next step in the Steps pane for information on making measurements. Click OK to continue. The first measurement tool we need to use is found in the top of the Measure tab. Click the up arrow to return to the top of the Measure tab. The Set Base Triangle tool establishes the floor for any height measurements. Select the Set Base Triangle tool from the Measure tab of the Tools pane. Using the Set Base Triangle tool, select point 12 to set the first point of the base triangle. Select point 13 to set the second point of the base triangle. Select point 11 to set the third point of the base triangle. With the base triangle determined, select the Measure Height tool from the Measure tab of the Tools pane. The Measure Height tool will allow us to measure the height of the individual in this picture. First, select a point at the subject's feet. Now select the top of the subject's head to complete the height measurement placement. Here you can see the subject was measured at approximately 5'3". Click the next step in the Steps pane to export our results. Click OK to export the measured images. You have now successfully measured a person's height with AutoMeasure's patented 3DRAMA Panorama Measure technique. You can see how easy and useful this technique can be in many circumstances. If you would like to start from the beginning, click Restart. For sales or technical questions, contact us at sales@cognitech.com or techsupport@cognitech.com, or visit us at www.cognitech.com.